Hello to everyone. So a few days ago, I did a video on take your health to the next level, but first, and I talked about correcting all your current health issues before you can actually do that. Unfortunately, the human body runs on many different vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, and so it's pretty complicated. It's not just like these 2 or 3 things that we have to work on, right? And everyone is so different with genetics and DNA and how they respond. So it could definitely be overwhelming and take a lot of work to figure things out for each individual. So I just want to do some videos on some simple things you can do to start taking your health to the next level and promote longevity and quality life, okay? So first, if you do have severe gut health issues, we really want to work on that first and get those corrected, or as much better or as better as good as possible, right? So once you correct that, then you can work at a deeper level. Or if you have thyroid issues, you want to correct that first. Just taking a medication does not correct thyroid malfunction. It just synthetically does for you what your own thyroid is not doing, while your own thyroid continues to deteriorate underneath the medication. And so we really want to correct these issues. And then once we do that, we can start doing some other things for our health. And I've done this over many years, okay? And I feel like I've really gotten to the place where I've taken my health to the next level. And it's a great feeling, and it works, and it's the way we should all be living. And most people just don't even understand what that could be like, because they've never felt good and they've never had great optimal health, and they always just feel kind of foggy, tired, sluggish, or just not right, and you just think that's normal, but it's not. Many of us are very low in a type of B3 from niacin, but in the form of NAD+, which stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. And you can look this up, but just simply look up NAD, N-A-D, with a plus sign. And we all have this inside our body that's part of your mitochondria health. I know a lot of rich people or people in Hollywood do a lot of IVs or expensive procedures for this. You can get like $400, $500 IVs. You can take an expensive tincture, liquid form, which I did try and it didn't seem to do much for me. There's also a much more inexpensive version that I think works even better and worked well for me. And I will also give you diet sources, okay? But it's a huge part of mitochondria health and having great energy, great brain health, and having soft, smooth heels of your feet. So signs of low NAD, that you're aging too quickly, are rough heels of the feet, lower sluggish energy, brain fog, lower brain function, and you're aging much too rapidly, okay? So you're low in NAD+, and this happens when you eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of sugary foods, seed oils, chronic stress. All that will age you much faster.
Cellular health determines the quality and longevity of our lives. This is a healthy cell. Inside the cell, we find the mitochondria, which are responsible for ATP energy production. As we age, the amount of energy produced by the mitochondria starts to decline. So how can we rejuvenate this process and produce more energy as we age? Let's see how NAD+ can help. NAD+ is naturally synthesized from vitamin B2 and vitamin B3 in the cytoplasm of the cell. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance within the cell where other components float within. Once NAD+ has been synthesized, it moves into the Golgi apparatus. Here, NAD+ interacts with nutrients from our diet, such as fats, lipids, sugars, and carbohydrates. As NAD+ continues to function, it eventually converts into NADH, which is the reduced form of NAD+. Once NADH has been synthesized, it then moves to the mitochondria, where ATP energy is produced. The mitochondria have an outer membrane and an inner membrane. The space between these two membranes is called the intermembrane space. It is in this intermembrane space where NADH assists in energy production. NADH delivers nutrients and high-energy electrons to the outer membrane. These nutrients and electrons are then further processed by the mitochondria to produce ATP energy. In summary, NAD+ provides cellular assistance by delivering nutrients to the mitochondria, where ATP energy is produced. Therefore, healthy supplementation of NAD+ can rejuvenate our cells and maximize energy production, so we can live longer and enjoy a higher quality of life.
Very depleted in NAD plus and didn't even know what that is. Most people don't know what it is, but you can get it in the form of niacinamide. So this is one supplement I really like to use by Thorne brand called niacinamide. This is like a 6-month supply and it's only $22. And I usually start people out with 1 capsule a day for 30 days. And then after that, you drop down to 1 capsule about 3 days a week for maintenance. You can also get this in your diet, but you would have to be very consistent, and most people refuse to do this or just don't like these foods. So food source is very high in NAD plus relating to this niacinamide are sardines, beef liver, wild salmon, tuna, raw milk, very rich sources. But like I said, most people aren't consuming this or just don't like it. I just don't like sardines. I eat wild salmon about 2 times a month. And I just don't like the dairy that much either. And a lot of people can't even tolerate dairy. Most can tolerate raw milk from a Jersey cow much better than they could pasteurized milk from a Holstein cow, though. So anyways, I choose to supplement and get at my diet a little bit. But if you go the diet route, you would want to eat sardines at least 2 times per week. You want to eat organic beef liver 2 times per week. Drink about 8 ounces of raw milk 2 or 3 times per week. Get the wild salmon in your diet a couple times per week. And most people are not getting these in their diet enough. You can also get it in small amounts in organic green leafy vegetables too. And most people, once again, are not getting enough in those in their diet, or they're eating GMO, pesticide-laden vegetables. This is just one simple form or something simple people can work on right away, even if you're working on gut health issues or thyroid issues. This is one that the majority of the population is severely deficient in, and as you age, you become even more deficient in it. So creates longevity, more quality life as you age, and I'm seeing people in their 20s and 30s aging much too rapidly, and some of them are like 70, 80-year-olds as far as their health goes. And this just should not be happening, and even if you are 80, you should still have quality life, okay? So that was just one example I wanted to share, and I will share more later on as well.